Welcome to the DZ Report. Don't you know I love haters? Now, former T-Mobile store owner netted $25 million from a 5-year scheme which included tricking employees into resetting passwords. A former T-Mobile store owner has been found guilty of using stolen credentials to back into hundreds of thousands of cell phones in a multi-year scheme that netted him roughly $25 million that he spent on cars and properties in California. Argishti Kudaverdian, 44 years old, who owned an Eagle Rock retail outlet in Los Angeles, used several dishonest methods to acquire the credentials needed to unlock phones or bypass carrier blocks, enabling customers to change network providers before their contract ended. He used phishing emails and social engineering and tricked those working at the T-Mobile IT help desk into resetting employee passwords, allowing him access to the internal system. The scheme, which he ran from August 2014 to June 2019, also involved unlocking phones that had been reported, lost, or stolen, allowing them to be sold on the black market. According to the statement from the Department of Justice, he advertised his service through email, brokers, and various websites, convincing others the process was legal and T-Mobile official. Kudaverdian enabled T-Mobile customers to stop using T-Mobile services and thereby deprived T-Mobile of revenue generated from customer service contracts and equipment installment plans, the DOJ said. Aggravated identity theft, having previously accessed information via the open internet, Kudaverdian's store was shut down by the company for suspicious activity in 2017. Instead, he turned to sending convincing phishing emails to employees, including senior staff, tricking them into giving away their login details. He obtained over 50 employee logins in this period, according to court documents. Kudaverdian reportedly used the money he made to buy properties in California, a 32,000 Audemars Piguet Royale Oak watch, and a Land Rover, among other expensive items. Kudaverdian faces at least 2 years in prison for aggravated identity theft and up to 165 years for the counts related to wire fraud, money laundering, and accessing a computer without authorization. His sentencing is on October 17. This story was originally featured on Fortune.com. So, it's like, look, everybody's trying to find a way to get paid, quick scheme, but people don't understand. In the short term, you're looking good, and some people, they may go like 5 to 10 years without being, caught or anything. But when it comes back to hit you, man, it comes back to hit you. So he's facing up to 165 years. That's a lot of time. So, but that's what happens. When people scam and everything, people have an ability to be able to multitask, be able to have the heart to screw people over, and you'll make a lot of money from it, but in the long run, you're really damaging your life because you may never see your life again, Yeah, so that's sad there. Okay. Warner Brothers won't release $90 million Batgirl movie that was already filmed. Holy cancellation, Batgirl. Warner Brothers has shockingly scrapped plans to release a highly anticipated new Batgirl movie starring Leslie Grace and Michael Keaton, despite the fact that it was already filmed and cost around $90 million, according to multiple reports. The news was first reported by the New York Post and confirmed by several outlets, including the Rap and Variety. Batgirl was originally intended to be released directly to HBO Max, but the DC film will reportedly no longer see the light of day at all. Warner Brothers hasn't provided an official explanation, but the film was notably greenlit prior to the merger of Warner Media and Discovery, and Variety noted the studio's new ownership is more focused on theatrical films as opposed to movies like Batgirl made specifically for HBO Max. A report from the Wrap also says studio executives determined that even after reshoots, the movie simply did not work. And the Hollywood Reporter said it lacked the spectacle that audiences come to expect from DC fare. Still, not releasing Batgirl at all was a stunning and virtually unprecedented decision for such a high-profile movie that had been completely filmed according to deadline. It was in the final stages of post-production. Alongside Grace starring in a lead role, Michael Keaton was also returning as Batman in the film, and fans were looking forward to seeing Brendan Fraser in a key villain role. With all the uncertainty surrounding The Flash amid star Ezra Miller's legal woes, who would have guessed this would be the DC movie to get scrapped first? So basically, people have said and given reviews that even the series Batgirl is not good, and they do too much of trying to put that agenda in there with the lesbian stuff and the homosexuality. And in my opinion, that stuff there will not fly with a lot of comic book fans. A lot of comic book fans don't care. If you're going to have somebody in there lesbian or gay or whatever, but at least focus on the story and make the story interesting. I remember the first Batgirl, I forgot who it was, but she left. Like, she left after one season. She was like, the writers were terrible. The script was lazy. So it's all type of stuff that you hear and leaks that you've heard come out. And DC is doing something different now. Like, Warner Media, who of course is Warner Media Discovery now, they don't want to put out any lukewarm films. I mean, them days are past of DC where they just throw any type of film out there and expect it to do numbers. They expect it to be like the greatest thing since sliced bread. And sometimes it's not. Sometimes if you put that movie out there, you'll make some money, but at the end of the day, people have said and others have said Batgirl was not that good. TV show as well wasn't that good. But I don't know. But the Ezra Miller thing, man, I thought that was going to get scrapped because Ezra Miller, man, is out of control. He has been wilding out. But I told you guys, if this was a black man like Ezra Miller, it would be no delay of time. It would be no wasting of time. Man, he would have got in trouble. Big time. Big time. So, you know how it goes. So, now, 50 Cent's BMF television series is entangled in a lawsuit alleging trademark infringement. 50 Cent has created his own multiverse with his connected series such as Power, Power Book 2 Ghost, Power Book 3 Raising Kanan, and Power Book 4 Force on Stars. One of the newest shows, BMF, that primarily exists outside this realm is based on a real-life Detroit drug and money laundering organization called the Black Mafia Family. If you didn't know, now you know. While the television show is headed into the second season and has seen a ton of commercial success, it is also at the epicenter of an ongoing lawsuit. Breaking it down, according to Forbes, Byron Bellin filed a lawsuit against media companies Starz and Lionsgate, plus Curtis 50 Cent Jackson and the G-Unit businesses in December 2021. The lawsuit claims that Bellin owns the rights to the trademark BMF and that he and his media partners have used that trademark to market and sell television services since 2017. Jackson Starz series premiered in September 2021 and quickly became the network's highest watched show. Following the show's success, 50 Cent quickly found himself in the middle of this trademark infringement case. Due to the Jackson and Star's use of the acronym, Bellin claims that using BMF is unfair competition, false designation of origin, trademark counterfeiting, and false advertising, among other additional claims, the outlet reports. According to Cornell law, the Lanham Act provides for a national system of trademark registration and protects the owner of a federally registered mark against the use of similar marks if such use is likely to result in consumer confusion or if the dilution of a famous mark is likely to occur. The official response. In response, 50 Cent and his team filed a motion to dismiss the claim. The defendants, which is 50 Cent, argue that the use of BMF for the television show is a part of expressive work and is used in association with the show in acronym form for Black Mafia Family. They also allege that its use is protected under the First Amendment under the Rogers test. Lexology explains that the Rogers test is employed when the allegedly infringing use involves an expressive work. The test is based on the president's case of Rogers versus Grimaldi and is intended to be used to balance public interest and avoid brand confusion among consumers. The next phase, in July 2022, Bellin filed the first amended complaint that expressed that the use of BMF is explicitly misleading. While this is the first hurdle for Bellin, he must have more specific proof of his claims before the possibility of a successful case. Based on the Forbes report, Bellin must prove that he, 1, owns a valid protectable trademark, and 2, the use of the said trademark is not artistically relevant to the underlying work or explicitly misleading as to the source of content of the work. In the filed complaint, Bellin has a laundry list of items that he claims are associated with the BMF acronym. However, based on United States trademark laws, if Bellin cannot prove that many of the services associated with BMF have not been provided, his trademark is at risk of cancellation. If canceled, that would gravely affect the ongoing litigation and provide an edge for 50 Cent, Stars, and all other associated parties. Still moving forward, while the lawsuit drama is high, Jackson and Stars are moving forward. Season 2 is scheduled to premiere sometime in September 2022. So this stuff happens all the time with copyright infringements, trademark infringements. You know, basically he has to prove that he owns it and has to prove that 50 and them, you know, are using it in a certain light. So, you know, I hope, you know, they can settle this. But it's going to be hard because the people you're going after, excuse me, it's not just 50 Cent. You're going after the show, you're going after the network, and this is going to get real messy. But, you know, we'll see what happens. Do I believe that 50 probably or them stole the acronym and that? I mean, yeah, I believe they could have. You know, they could have, but, you know, it is what it is. Big bank takes little bank, anything goes. That's how I be. So let me know in the comment section, man, what you think about the T-Mobile guy who made up the $25 million from fraud and all type of mess. Also, tell me what you think about the cancellation of Batgirl in the comment section. Do you think do you think Warner Media Discovery generally feels that it's not a good movie, or you think they're just, you know, are they going to do something different? Are they going to not just start putting movies out? They're going to put movies out unless it piques their interest first, and it does well with the watch group. So we'll see. And then also with this one, do you think 50 and Stars is guilty? You know, do you think they stole it? You know, I think they could have taken it. I mean, hypothetically, allegedly, you know. But let me know in the comment section how you feel. This is the DZ Report, and we're signing off. Peace.